What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. Make sure you're enjoying the times with your family. For those of my armed force viewers that are overseas and are fighting for the country, appreciate you guys. Unfortunately, most of you guys can't be with your family, but we're rooting for you. Can't wait for you guys to get back to the United States. But we're going to be jumping into this right now. People have been asking, Gmia, you've been giving out a lot of good tips and stuff like that. What do I need to be focused on to make sure I get the most out of this promo? Because it's really, really crazy that every year this happens. People just generally get Madden late. Now, regardless of what we think about the gameplay, I'm like, I go crazy over certain things. I haven't been right in the head since Madden 15, but overall, because we're starting to adapt and we're understanding the way the game works, we're starting to have a lot more fun with it. Many of my viewers are very, very proud of me that I got an Andrew Luck and I'm running around like an absolute moron in the backfield, throwing the ball with my eyes closed when I do have to pass. But we all understand that the game is run meta. So we need to make sure that our team is set for that run meta. So we're going to be doing a couple things throughout this video right now. Number one, we're going to be going over the offensive line, and then I'm going to be going over the Hearth solos. The Hearth solos are very, very good, even though it takes a decent amount of time, simply because you're getting all free stuff that you could turn into kindling. You can use it in the set to make a medium present. You could do a lot of different things with it to kind of get your coins up. So let's first touch on what I need you guys to do right now, especially my newer viewers that are coming in. I need you guys to focus on your offensive line. Now, many of you guys are going to ask me why. Gmia, what does it matter? Why do I have to have a good offensive line in Madden 20? I'm seeing guys run around and do whatever they want, and it doesn't really matter. Well, that's not absolutely true. Pretty much the only thing that you'll see is if you watch salary cap, the real good skill players, they're going to make sure that if they run the ball every snap, they have very, very good linemen. Their quarterback will probably be like a -5 cap. Like they're never going to throw the ball. And you can actually win this year doing that. Now, the reason behind that, I'm going to go ahead and show you some things. Joe Thomas, number one. Let me just explain this to you guys very, very upfront, ready to go. Many of you guys are talking about Munoz. Oh, Munoz this, Munoz that. All right, look, listen. As much as Joe Thomas he's taken a hit because they nerfed Nasty Streak, which in my opinion, like I said, I would rather them have people learn how to, counteract it, because I played a lot of people that were doing it. I was doing it myself, and I was able to beat people that were very, very inclined with knowing how to put Joe Thomas far outside, which was a nightmare because it was an automatic win with a pancake. You can do whatever you want to do in this game. As far as like if you want to run around and make that your offense out of bunch, or you can run the ball every snap, whatever you want to do. But ideally, you have to have linemen that have impact block and lead block. Now, why is that important? It's important because the impact blocking, depending on if you're going against LT every snap, you're going to need a guy that has decent impact block. Now, as far as the attributes and how much it's chemmed up and how it looks pretty when it's blue, that's all in our minds. All right, me, I still go by the belief that the 90s to 94 are pretty much the same, 95 to 99 the same. Like they have those gaps in certain attributes with the exception of speed. Like you can see the difference in speed this year. Last year, everyone ran the same. You can see differences in speed this year. So shout out to EA Sports for paying attention to that this year. As far as like the run block finesse, the run block power, that's also excellent. But you'll see that the lead block and the impact block is really, really good. So Joe Thomas right now is not too expensive because everybody realized after Nasty Streak was patched that, it doesn't really matter. And he has a series redux that you can snag for cheap if that's what you were looking to do. But I would ideally go after your tackles first because those guys can be put in as tight end, and then you can go and attack the guards. Now, Bruce Matthews at first, I thought that he would be a bum card. Then I tried him out. Because like I said, I wanted to see what was going on because his run block power, the run block finesse, his run block, like they were so high and ridiculous. I'm like, yo, this dude, plus he looked like he just had Chipotle and it's spicy and his butt cheeks are blazing. I was like, I got to get this guy in the squad to see what he does. Well, let me just tell you this, right? He moves around a lot better than Upshaw. I don't know exactly what it could be. One thing that you're also going to notice is that you'll see that strength increase as well. The way that they've patched the game and they've been tuning it and doing different things, in my opinion, the strength factor is not what it was at release. They've adjusted that, but this impact block, he's next level tier. All right, that 96 is a problem. Like, you're gonna notice if you run RPOs, right? Like, if you guys have been watching the competitive Madden, let me know if you know in the comments if you have. You'll notice that a lot of people base their run game off of RPOs with that slant. And the primary reason for that is whatever side that RPO is going to, you're gonna need a lot of beef as far as defensive players on that side that have the attributes that are necessary to counteract what that player is doing. Now, the better the old lineman, the higher the chance that you're going to take that for 6 on the first play. Like, you're literally going to take that for 6. So these players with this high lead block, high impact block, they're going to help you because once they get on a player, they are going to latch on and they're not going to let that person go. Now, as far as the center, with Dwight Stevenson, the NFL 100, I would stay away from that. I know Travis Frederick could not outrun an embryo. Like, the baby hasn't even developed yet. He's very, very slow, but he has all the other tools that are necessary in making sure that once he gets on a block with the run, that player is not going anywhere. Now, if he decides to block, that's another story. Okay, but if he gets on that block, it's no way the guy's getting off of it. And that's why he's still one of those guys I still recommend, even with the other players being out. In addition to that, he also has the impact block. He has everything else that's needed. You know, his size, his weight, his height. Dwight Stevenson, I believe he's undersized. And he's not really that good of a card at center. So I would kind of hold back on that. If you guys have him or you pulled him, I would sell him instantaneously and just do what's right with that situation. As far as Lane Johnson goes, Lane Johnson is an ideal tight end because he has the speed and you can actually send him out on routes and he'll actually run them very, very slow, but he'll get there and he can catch the ball if you wanted to do that to your player. Larry Allen, in my opinion, is the best lineman that you can go after. I usually play him at right tackle, but I start him right here, you know, in my lineup, obviously at his natural position. But he, to me, is the best lineman in the game currently, because his stats are insane. And when you put him at right tackle and you run an RPO or you run anything where he's just leading out to go block, there's nobody that's getting past him. It doesn't matter who it is, Tillman, it don't matter. Whoever you put out there, that dude's taking care of it. And he's the only guy that I've seen that has been able to do that. So you can see his numbers are very, very high and wild and savage. That's the way it's supposed to be. So, you know, as we go through all of these ratings and these attributes, and you know, I kind of display to you what you need to do right now to build your team. The reason that I'm continuing to show you guys this is because I keep getting newer viewers in that are asking, why is it important? Why is this going on? And even some of my veterans that have gone all out and gotten the Munoz and stuff like that, is certain things that I'm not going to do because if it doesn't make sense monetarily and it's going to cost us training, sometimes I'll do it because you guys want to see what happens and I'm like, you know, the test dummy to see what happens. But in certain cases, they made this card OP. He has a 95 impact block and an 82 speed. Why would you not utilize this guy? Why would you not have him in your lineup when he's the fastest lineman with those two attributes? It doesn't make any sense to not utilize him. So, you know, again, I recommend Lane Johnson. You guys can go and do whatever you want with the Ogden. It's fine. If that's what, you know, you feel is good, go ahead, have fun with it. But I would avoid, in my opinion, Munoz, Stevenson, and, you know, pretty much the Ogden as far as the NFL 100 players with the offensive line. Now that that's all set, once you get certain versions of this, and yes, you can power up these players to a certain level, and they don't have to be max, and you will still see that they're better than the other players that are currently available. Also, Chris Lindstrom, if you guys did your rookie premieres, let me know in the comments. I know my old school G's that's been here, you know, at least since Madden 19. Many of you guys have all the rookie premieres, so you would have this card right here. He is insane, bro. This dude, Sheriff, was going instantaneously. I looked at this guy's numbers. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Now, his run block is low at 90. He got a good run block power. Let me just explain why this guy's a savage beast, okay? When you look at the fact, okay, he's 77 speed, all that stuff is good, that's great. You're gonna look at these numbers. You see that impact block, bro? That's next level tier, that's above 95, all right? I think his lead block is pretty decent as well. I looked at it and I just had to have him on the squad as a starter. 99 lead block, all right? This guy gets out in front. You know what's interesting? You could actually interchange him with, you know, putting him at right tackle and leaving Larry Allen in his natural position and see how it works as well, because the 99 lead block, that coincides with the 99 lead block of also Kyle Juszczyk. So if you have them going to the same side, that's also something that you can try, because these players will be able to do that. Now, again, if you guys are no money spent, you have to be very, very careful with your spending. So as you accumulate your currency, especially your kindling and stuff like that, you got to spend wisely. I am in no way telling you to go ahead and, you know, forego your no money spent and just start buying packs. That would be stupid. Anybody that tells you to go buy packs is stupid. If I want to be an idiot and buy packs and not get anything, that's my choice. But I'm telling you what you need to win consistently, and that's a solid run game. This guy, sometimes he runs into the stands and doesn't block anybody, but when he does block, he blocks the right guy. And that guy's getting his legs taken out without nasty streak. So now you can actually put, you can put Lindstrom at right tackle, all right, once the game starts, and then put Lane Johnson at tight end, and then have Kyle Juszczyk with the 99 lead block and just go to town. Because no matter what they do, as soon as you make impact or you make contact with the other card that's in front of you, that dude is getting pancaked like he's at IHOP. All right, so that's the tip for today to get your squad up and running. Hopefully you guys utilize it to the best of your ability and you get that on and popping. Now let's go into the challenges and jump into the Hearth solos that I want you guys to kind of gaze at. I'm not recommending that you do it, you know what I'm saying, bro? But if you do, you're gonna get a lot. Also, the house rules are very, very annoying, but that's another way where you can just keep getting gingerbread men and pretty much quick selling them for 200 kindling. It's a lot of time consumption, but you can use those gingerbread men to get those 3 gingerbread master players in the sets. Once you're done with that, I don't think it's useful to do anything else with it. But remember, this promo is supposed to be going until like January 3rd or something, so you got a lot of time to be able to get it done. Now, with this actual thing, right? It's because the hardest one is down by 55 and there's a lot of stuff to do. I've actually shown you guys in the video where I play against Santa with the down by 55. You get all the receptions as +2. You intercept him once you get the game close, and then everything is easy. All right, but this takes a decent amount of time. It's like 8 minutes each time. If you have time to do that, these Hearth packs are going to get you pieces of the Christmas, that medium Christmas gift that you can sell for about 15K a pop. All right, so playing the solo and going through it is going to be a necessity if you're a no money spent player. Like, you can't complain about, oh, yo, bro, I don't want to spend money, but I also don't want to play that solo over and over again. It's one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, the opportunities are there. I'm just letting you guys know what it's all about. Also, the team of the week. You got to make sure that you guys are getting these done. I didn't even do this yesterday. I don't know why I didn't. I did the other one first. Get 2 or more user tackles and get a sack. All right, so that's fine. We should be able to get that done, no problem. But a lot of these missions that are available, and like I said, guys, when you hear me say solos, I mean missions. Missions is the new thing for this year. You need to make sure that you're up to date with them, okay? Some of you guys that pull the highest level of the team of the week by playing these solos and then you tweet me, that is cool. That's good, because I know I'm not getting nothing good. EA don't care about my problems. I usually pull a card that's not even in the game. It's like a 50 overall, so I'm not really worried about it. The whole thing is, most of you guys that are no money spent, EA kind of has mercy on you, so they'll let you get a couple, you know what I'm saying? They'll let you get a couple things here and there. That's pretty much what it is. Other than that, nothing's really popping off. He's running weak wing, so what is he running or pass? What is he doing right now? I don't know what he's doing. Is that gonna really be okay? We're gonna have to just, who we got there? Clowney? Why isn't Paige in the game though? All right, this is gonna be kind of crazy. It's gonna be kind of crazy, but we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, make it hurt, bro. Where's he going? Are we running here? What are we doing? Did they give me the user on that? Did I get the user? All right, good. All right, so now he's running gun wide trips. See, this is what's dangerous, right? I always tell you guys to kind of lab. I would like for you guys to lab more during these solos so that it's not a waste of time. But a lot of the things that go on within the game, you got to be careful how you're labbing, because if you lab and you give up, like, okay, bro, see, I didn't really want him to. Did they give it to me? All right, so we got the user tackles. All right, cool. Now, what do we have to do? We have to get an interception. Is that what they said? Hold on, let me see what this thing is saying. Because you see how it's a third quarter? Like, it's stupid. We got to do all this in the third quarter. Oh, get a sack. Okay, that's easy. We should be able to sack him right now. And then we just can't give him no touchdown, so we just run the clock out or whatever. But yeah, like I said, guys, it's not really necessary to get the like the highest. Sack him, please. All right, okay, good job, man. Good job, man. Good job. That's the way to do it, man. All right, punt the ball. We got to get a sack. We have to give them the ball back. We're gonna have to punt the ball back to these idiots, man. All right, cool. I should shoot a clock a little bit first and then punt it back, but I want to just get the sack out the way because they're gonna probably try to cheat me this entire game. And this is another thing that I wanted to touch on with you guys. If you are like me and you want to always get 5 stars, you got to be careful with the time that it takes you to do that. Necessarily, you know, not always is it necessary to get the 5 stars. We just want to get it because like it's the max and we want the max. With things like this, you want to get that free player, but you also want to make sure that you're using your time wisely. All right, and some of you guys have been asking about the balance. You got a lot of things going on, as do I. Work, school, family, all that stuff. All I can tell you is this: you got to make time for, you know, the things that you have to do when it's an emergency to get it done. Like limited time solos, these team of the weeks. Most of you guys that haven't done it for whatever reason, you're gonna be like, yo, bro, you know, this happened. Like some of you guys wrote, I was in the hospital. Like EA doesn't care, bro. Like I'm just being honest with you. Like EA don't care what happened. Like it was a hurricane in Miami. They were like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting another chance to do this. So it doesn't really matter. And it's not like they're being like heartless about it. It's just the fact that everybody can have an excuse about anything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just, you know, you got to try your best to see what you can do. Get it done. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, bro? Pretty much it is what it is. Is anybody gonna sack this guy? All right, good. So that's the sack that we needed. So now they're not getting the ball back. We're pretty much done. We're going to just go ahead and run the clock out. You guys will be able to see what my player is, and we'll go from there. Now, again, with all the other things that are available, remember, Gauntlet is still there. There's all that line of solos. There's the level challenges. There's so many different things that you guys can actively be doing to make coins during this promo. Keep in mind that as they continue to release the Zero Chill solos, that's going to be a very, very good opportunity for a lot of you guys to be getting a lot of stuff. Because once you get all the gingerbread men and you complete the sets that you want, you get the kindling from it if you want. They've already confirmed that there will be no more of that stuff coming out. Like there's going to be no more gingerbread masters. That was just something that I guess they wanted to give the community that are no money spent something to be able to utilize on their squad. Many of you guys are very, very upset with, you know, like the masters, because if you're a Cowboys fan, you like the Amari Cooper. If you're not, you're like, Amari Cooper sucks. So Adrian Peterson, he comes with a lot of stuff equipped, but some of you guys are still mad about that as well. Everybody's not going to be happy, guys, and that's just the way the world is. But I am excited that a lot of my viewers are, you know, getting those 91, 92, 93 overall players on their team and doing their best to compete. I also want to point out that Weekend League is open this week. So what does that mean? You don't have to qualify. You didn't have to play your qualifying games or, you know, win a certain amount of games last week to be in. So you're going to have a lot of opportunity to be able to do that, you know, this coming week. So I would urge all of you guys to kind of get involved with Weekend League. As far as solo battles go, I couldn't stomach it to do it. So a lot of you guys that did it for the double rewards or whatever, congratulations to you guys. Some of you guys were reporting DNFs. It wasn't reporting properly. It was saying that you didn't finish, stuff of that nature. At this time, I don't think that EA is going to fix any of that. I don't know what to do. It has been reported. You guys can always contact help.ea.com and let them know. Why didn't anybody block right there? I don't know. But yeah, that happens. That happens a lot though. Maybe I was running too fast. I wasn't as patient. Whatever it is, EA Sports sometimes, like no matter how good your offensive line is, you know, the players will never block who's in front of them, and that's just what it is. And you got to deal with it like a man. So you just got to have run stick. You got to be able to do stuff like that. That's the only way you're going to really survive in the game, to be honest. So, you know, going forward, guys, those are the things that I want you guys to look at. Definitely take a look at what's available. Like I said, Gauntlet is there. You got the Hearth solos. You got the Team of the Week, which we just finished up now. We can go ahead and get our 5 stars. Let's see the player that we got. And, you know, as they continue to drop the Zero Chill solos, I will notify you guys, but just pay attention to it, because that's going to be another way to get an 88 to 91 overall elite Zero Chill player at the end of that as well. So if you guys can use that, that's something that you should pay attention to as well. So we'll get our free Team of the Week player. Dude's garbage, and then we move on with our day. Dude's an 80 over Chris Conley. What's his numbers looking like? Yeah, he garbage. All right, cool. So that dude about to get raid sold, and then we're done with that. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you guys really quickly the other ones that you should be getting involved with. The level challenges, definitely do that. Get your coins up with that. You got the Gauntlet, you got the Hearth. And then obviously you should be up to date at this point with Zero Chill and NFL 100, because if you're not going to be able to get your free 94 overall player in 2 weeks. As usual, my community is the best on YouTube. So if you drop a question, there's always somebody there to help you. I appreciate you guys so much. Happy holidays to all of my dudes that come through on a consistent basis and answer questions and so involved positively in the community right here. We are the best on YouTube. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.